Hello, my name is Tiernan. I am 18 years old and a high school senior at Pemberton Township High School, and I'll be attending Rider University in the fall. I have been diagnosed with a form of autism, specifically PDD-NOS, or Pervasive Development Disorder Not Otherwise Specified, or still other. I was also diagnosed with a multitude of other disorders that affected me as a child and some that affect me still today. Oppositional defiant disorder, sensory processing disorder, and several others that I don't care to remember. I was diagnosed before the age of 3, so I can't really remember not knowing that I had autism, but I know that I am more than just my condition. When I was younger, I was nonverbal, so it was a struggle for me to communicate. I became self-injurious and aggressive. My frustration at being unable to communicate led me to hurt myself and others. I used to focus intently on dinosaurs and trains to the detriment of everything else. My sensory issues prevented me from eating much more than pancakes and chicken nuggets for many years. My day consisted entirely of routines and therapies. My parents didn't even know if I would ever be able to function independently or without an aid. Though today I try to share my story with peers and adults in the hopes that it may help them understand how autism can affect a person. Now I am very empathetic and friendly. I volunteer at school and in my community so I can make a difference in the world. I love to learn about all types of subjects, and I'm an excellent student. I'll be attending college in the fall and plan on living in a dorm. So while I still struggle, I have managed to create a life that fulfills me and challenges me in the best ways. My mother has always challenged me to advocate for myself. I attend IEP meetings at my school, and as well as other conferences and trainings, so that I can decide what matters to me in my education. My mother and I talk a lot about what I want to do in the future and how I see my life going. So we work together to make sure that I reach my goals. At my IEP meetings, I am able to talk about my interests and what I want to achieve in my life. We then work together to think of ways that the school and other organizations can help me achieve those goals. The best part of this process is that I know as I'm supported. While I may not always know what I want to achieve, my team helps me create goals and reach them. As I mentioned, when I was younger, I needed occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy, and feeding therapy. These various therapies helped me to learn how to cope with many of my issues and establish greater self-control. So now I am able to communicate more and have a greater tolerance, and am able to adapt more easily. For example, I used to be unable to really handle loud sounds until my preschool teacher took me to the Lion King musical. Long story short. And long story short, ended up managing to overall be able to handle loud sounds from there, even jackhammers. So now I have been able to limit the accommodations and modifications that I use at school. And the major reason that I can function without more accommodations is because of my excellent relationships with my guidance counselor, child study team, and my various teachers. By communicating with each of my team members, there is an understanding of my particular quirks, and we are able to adjust if needed. Now it's mostly small group testing and extended time on the various tests, like the AP tests that we take for the AP classes, that are my main modifications. I also try to communicate consistently with my teachers so that if I need extra support, to see if I need extra support or if I get overwhelmed. It's never a matter of can I do it, it's always how can the people around me help me to do it. I am grateful to all the wonderful people around me who help me every day. When people talk about setting goals, I realize that I approach things differently. I don't formally think about goals, but simply take opportunities when presented to me. For example, a teacher needed help carrying a box for a food drive. I volunteered to help, and flash forward 4 years later, and I'm the president of the Interact Club, the high school equivalent of the Rotary Club, and have volunteered hundreds of hours for many causes. My gym teacher said I should try running, so I joined the track team. The choir teacher came to my study hall freshman year and said that we needed to take a fine arts class to graduate, so we might as well join the choir. At the time, I never sang a note, but now I'm a member of the school's elite choirs and have earned principal roles in the high school musicals of Beauty and the Beast and Willy Wonka. This also was possible because all of my teachers, parents, and others helped encourage me to excel in school, and now I'm earning scholarships for college. While none of these endeavors were easy, I've decided to try because I can. That's not to say I've succeeded at everything I've attempted, but the point is I do not allow my autism or anxieties to hold me back. I want to be as proud of myself as my mother is of me. In regards to my social life, I tend to speak incoherently if I don't concentrate on speaking. I find that I need to take a breath and organize my thoughts. I tend to be shy when meeting others, but practicing public speaking and taking advantage of opportunities out of my comfort zone has helped to improve my communication skills. Participating in so many activities helps me to form relationships with people. While I manage to get along well in school with my peers, I tend to keep to myself outside of school. What I hope to impart to you today is, while they may struggle in certain areas, individuals with autism and other disabilities deserve the same respect and dignity as anyone else. Supporting a person with a disability helps ensure that they have an equal chance to work and live as anyone else. I would not be where I am today without support from my family, school, and peers. Never allow a label to stop you from being who you are and challenge yourself to move outside your comfort zone. It will help you realize your true potential and help define who you are. Dare to dream. You never know where life may take you.